Hi, I'm Micah Bell, and this is Deliverance Talk. You know, we found out that in our bodies we have all kinds of parasites, things living in us that we cannot even see, don't even realize, and they tell us by the millions. But most people don't realize that there's other entities in the spiritual realm that also can get in us, dwell in us, and we can be the host and not even realize it.
I want you to understand what I will call and define as a spiritual parasite. Okay? Some of you may have studied how things work in our body physically. Okay? Things called parasites. Okay? In other words, you may have learned about things like candida and other things that could be in your gut that feed on sugars. Okay? And so these parasites live in you, and when we feed them what they want, they flourish and grow. Guess what they also do? They take over your mind. Oh, Rabbi, you're completely lost it now. No, they're the ones that are craving the ice cream at midnight, not you. They're the ones that are craving the cheese doodles. They're the ones that are craving. You're not the one necessarily craving these things. Because if you purge them out, you wouldn't actually want them anymore. I'm not kidding. If you actually go through a fasting process, cut all that junk out of your diet, you will get to a point where you no longer desire it. Why did the desire go away? Do you still not like those things? Of course you still like those things. But the little critters that were screaming for it are no longer influencing your brain. Okay? I know you hate to think that way, but this is the reality. That stuff is living in you, is the stuff that makes you want that stuff in that strong, I have to have it, I'm craving. Craving is what I'm talking about, not liking. I like chocolate, I like ice cream just like anybody else. But the people who start to, when you get those cravings, I've got to have it. I just need a piece of cake. I need a cookie. I need something, right? That craving is really not you. It's the stuff in you that feeds on that. All those things that are in you that live in our gut that love and feed on that junk that we eat. Now, I said all of that to let you know there are spiritual parasites. There are demons or spiritual parasites that feed on anger. And oh boy, when you're angry, they just come and just leech on you and hang around going, oh yeah, that's great stuff. Keep being angry. Oh, they're just eating it up like it's food. That's like life source to them. And then there are other ones that feed on your lusts. Oh yeah, that's great stuff. There are other ones that feed on your depression. Oh yeah, stay depressed. Oh, we love that. It's the emotional state that they feed on. And so they're going to encourage you through what it says here, teachings of demons, which mislead you away from the truth so that you spend your life stuck in these terrible emotional spaces. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody, but I'm hoping you're listening. So when you want to worry about demons, demons are not possessing you like in the movies and taking you and controlling you like an automaton and making you do stuff. Oh no. They're finding the stuff you already like to do, and those are the different demons latch on you than latch on me, because we have different problems. And so when I'm walking around and let's say I walk around in anger and you walk around in depression, well, you got different demons that love to feed on depression, and I got ones that love to feed on anger. And they're going to keep encouraging you to stay in that state, because that's what they feed on. And they want you to stay in that place. And guess what? When you go and change your intrinsic nature and that casts them out, they're not happy. Because you change your intrinsic nature, they're gone. Because there's nothing to feed on. But they don't control you. That's Hollywood. Okay? That's Hollywood. Now, we see metaphors of that with Yeshua casting demons out, and we can get into that at some point. But just understand, from this point of view, it's that you are embracing an intrinsic nature that these parasites feed on. You need to break free of that nature. Change your nature, and they will go. Because they got no food. You starve them out. If you fast for extended periods of time, the parasites in your body leave. So you don't need to do things to take certain herbs to kill them. By the way, you don't want to do that because now you have dead things in your body. It's not good for you. What you want to do is take terrain modify and change your environment so they leave. And then you get them out of your body through your normal movements because they don't want to be there anymore. There's no food. Now, they don't know there's no place that they're going where there's going to be food either, but they just leave because there's nothing to eat anymore. Starve them out. That's why fasting is really part of the fasting thing is so important, because in fasting, you are now depriving the parasites of food. And when you spiritually fast, when you're doing fasting and you're focusing just on Yahweh for a period of time, guess what? The spiritual parasites have nothing to eat. And they've got no choice but to leave. Is this making any sense? Okay? And so it's very important we understand we don't need to go to those intervention ministries, or what do they call them? Deliverance ministries. I promise you, everyone I've ever seen caused more problems than they helped. Absolutely guaranteed. More entities, because what they do is they get you into all these emotional places, have you dredge up all your emotional junk, and they all come into a feeding frenzy on you. It's just, but yet, I've got people say, well, you know, my wife and I, we have this deliverance ministry and we're helping. No, you're not. Where do you see that anywhere in Scripture? Show me a deliverance ministry in Scripture. There's no deliverance ministry. And show me where anybody who dealt with a demon in Scripture ever said, repeat after me. Because all deliverance ministry make you say stuff. You got to say this stuff. Really? Yeshua said, get out. Okay. He cast out. He didn't tell the person with the demon to say anything. Did he? No. He said, hey, out. So I don't see these deliverance ministries doing that. You have to say this prayer and you got to do this thing and you got to confess in front of everybody. I've heard deliverance ministries get people in front of whole groups of congregations, confess their darkest behaviors in front of everybody. So now everybody knows every dumb, stupid, embarrassing thing that person ever did. This helps? How? How does that help? No, change your intrinsic nature into a congruence or alignment with Him. That's the whole transforming. When you transform into His image, what you're doing is you're bringing your whole intrinsic nature into complete congruence with His nature. We're aligning ourselves with Him in the way we think, in the way we act, in the way we react to things, in our emotions. We are aligning with Him. We are bothered by what bothers Him. We're made joyful by what makes Him joyful. We are aligning with Him.